In the world of hip-hop, every bar can carry the weight of a life lived on the edge. Behind the fame, the fashion, and the fire lyrics, there's pain, there's survival, and sometimes there's blood on the mic. From street corners to center stage, some of the most influential voices in rap have stared death in the face and kept going. Shot, scared, still spitting. This is the list of stars that got shot and kept it moving. Firstly, we have 50 Cent. On May 10th, 24th, 2000, 50 Cent was shot 9 times at close range. He spent 13 days in the hospital as a result. And this was all done outside his grandmother's home. These guys had no shame, no sympathy. But thankfully 50 survived and ended up having a glorious career. Next we got Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne admitted that he attempted to take his own life when he was only 12 years old. He said that he found a gun in his mother's house in New Orleans and shot himself in the chest. It just barely missed his heart. Although I have heard also that it was a total accident, which it most probably was. Just imagine if Wayne didn't make it. We wouldn't have all the Carter 1, 2, 3, 4s and 5s, the dedication, the mixtape era, and a legendary hip-hop artist. Next we got 21 Savage. 21 Savage survived a near-fatal shooting on his 21st birthday, ironically. During what was supposed to be a celebratory night, a man entered the backseat of the rapper's vehicle and a barrage of bullets followed. He was shot 6 times and critically injured, while his best friend Johnny B tragically died during the incident. Next we got Waka Flocka Flame. And on January 19th, 2010, Waka was shot in the arm as he was being robbed at a car wash in Atlanta, Georgia. Waka Flocka Flame is definitely one of the most underrated rappers to come out in that generation, the 2010s. That sound his first album had ended up being the whole soundtrack for that decade. Next we got The Game, Jayceon Taylor. And on October 1st, 2001, The Game was shot 5 times by several men. He spent 3 days in a coma following the shooting. This was at the spot where The Game sold drugs, allegedly. And he broke the rule. He opened the door after a certain time. The people bust through the door and let off them shots. Game was lucky to get through that with his life, and no serious real injuries that he didn't recover from. Again, one of my favorite rappers from the 2000s. People seem to rate the documentary the best. It was a classic album, but I always believe the second album, The Doctor's Advocate, was the best. Next we got Lil TJ. Lil TJ was shot 7 times during an attempted robbery at an outdoor shopping plaza in Edgewater, New Jersey. He sustained severe injuries, including a bullet wound to the chest and neck. But we're just happy Lil TJ made it through. Bless up. And next we got one of the more well-known ones, Megan Thee Stallion. On August 20th, 2020, Megan Thee Stallion claimed that Tory Lanez was the gunman who shot her in the foot following a July 12, 2020 pool party at Kylie Jenner's home. It was a long, drawn-out public situation that she's still fighting to this day. But luckily, she survived without any serious injuries. Next, we got Kodak Black. Now, he was shot on February the 12th, 2021. So this is somewhat recently. Outside West Hollywood, rappers Kodak Black, Gunna, and Lil Baby were standing outside of The Nice Guy, which was hosting an exclusive party after Justin Bieber's pre-Super Bowl performance at the Pacific Design Center. Sources said the group seemed to be smiling and laughing before a fight broke out, then gunshots were heard. Very mysterious. We all know Kodak Black's had his issues with drugs and other substances, but this was another issue and he survived it. Next we got the legendary Tupac Shakur. On November 30th, 1994, the legendary hip-hop artist Tupac was attacked in the lobby of the Quad Recording Studios in Manhattan, the nice part of New York as well. He obviously survived this shooting. He was shot 5 times, but 2 years later he was shot in 1996 and didn't survive that one. And lastly we have Timbaland, the producer, the legendary hip-hop producer. When he was 15 years old, Timbaland was accidentally shot by a co-worker. He was actually left partially immobile for 9 months That's one that most people won't know about. But there you have it, people. Hip-hop stars that have been shot but survived the incident and were able to do music after that. Let me know what you think about the video, people. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. This is Fresh Hip Hop Opinion. Peace and love.